Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. So, what are we learning today? Today, we will be learning about a very interesting thing that we all like to do, that is travel. So, this is our chapter number 17. Let's travel. So, we travel from one place to another for so many different reasons. Yes, we travel from our house to our schools, from school back to our home, to different places where we learn different sports, skills, and we travel for leisure to some other cities, to some other countries, to some other places. We travel nearby, far off to meet our relatives. We travel to transfer goods from one place to another. So our life is nothing if we keep on sitting at one place and we do not get to travel. Actually, our life is not at all possible only if we do not travel from one place to another. Either you will travel from one place to another or the other person will travel to you to fulfill your needs. So, how do we travel? Why do we travel? And what things do we need when we travel? We are going to cover all these things in this particular chapter. Let's start reading. We all love to travel, sometimes for work and sometimes for leisure. So, leisure means pleasure. Okay? Traveling means going from one place to another. Before the invention of wheels, people could not go very far. So, in earlier times, when there was no wheel, so how could people travel? They could travel only by their foot. And if they are walking from one place to another, they could not travel to very far off places because humans have limitations. They lose their energy. They feel tired when they walk from one place to another. But eventually, when the wheel was discovered, when the wheel was invented actually, then people made different types of vehicles. Earlier, the vehicles were being drawn by the animals, not earlier. Even today, some of the vehicles are being drawn by humans also and by animals also. And that is when the invention of transport, invention of different type of vehicles, it started, right? So, they traveled on foot or on animal backs, and this is how the use of animals as means of transport began. So, when there were no wheel, people used to travel by foot, or they used to sit at animals' back and they used to travel from one place to another. And when the wheel was invented, they thought that if the animals can pull the people and they can carry load of people and of goods, they can uh, pull the vehicles also. So we use various modes of transport to travel, like cars, scooters, cycles, right? If we are traveling by roads, so we use cars, scooters, bicycles. If we are traveling by air, we use helicopters and aeroplanes. If we are traveling by water, then we use ship, cruise, boat, yacht, and many other modes of transport. So those transport which we personally own, like our car, our scooter, our bicycle, our bike, these things we own. People in coastal areas, they own some boat or they have their own jet ski. So all these modes of transport, they are private transport because they belong to some particular person. But the transport like aeroplanes, buses, metro train, these are being used by common people, by all the people, by public, right? So these are public transport. So cars, scooters and cycles are owned by us, so they are known as private vehicles. And vehicles like buses, auto, trains, metro, they are not owned by us and they are being used by public. So these are known as public vehicles, right? So how do we use animals for travel? Either we sit at the back of the animals, or where the animals are being tied to some cart, and then the animals pull that cart, and even the whole family can come on that cart and they travel from one place to another. This is how animals are used for traveling. Even we can transfer goods from by the cart which are being pulled by the animals. So there are carts which are being pulled by oxen, by bullocks, by horses, by camels, by elephants. And in earlier time also, when they were kings and queens, it was a royal treatment to travel by elephant, right? So, and big chariots were pulled by horses. And the farmers, they used to plow their field by the plows which were being drawn by ox. And today also in cultivation, ox are being used. So people use animals for their movement and for the movement of goods also. It is called animal powered transport. So the transport which are being drawn, which are being pulled by the animals, they are called animal powered transport. In earlier time, kings used to ride elephants and traveled in horse drawn chariots. Bullock carts and camel carts are common in villages and small towns. They are also used by farmers to travel or carry farm produce. So what is farm produce? All the crops which are being produced in farms. Human beings use horses. It helps a man to carry his loads and travel over long distances. So horses are being, I suppose they are the most commonly used animal for traveling. People sit on animal backs and they travel on the horseback and they travel from one place to another. In today's time also, horse chariots are being used, widely used in marriages also. And when we go to mountainous region, usually, mostly when we go to some pilgrim, when we go to any place where there people have to climb the mountain, there the horses are the best means of transport to carry people from the base of the mountain to the mountain top, right? So today also wide range of these horses and mules are used in the mountainous regions to carry people to the mountain top and back. So the carts run by horses are called tonga or horse carriage. Animals that used to carry load are called pack animals. So the animals that carry load are called pack animals, like bullocks, donkeys, elephants and yaks are the example of pack animals. And the animals like oxen, buffaloes, camels, they are used for farm work and are called draught animals. All right. So camels can live without water for many days. So the animals which are used, specially used to carry load, those are called pack animals, and the animals which are being used in farm for producing crops, these are known as draught animals. So animal need care. Of course, we are using animal widely for our purposes, for different purposes, whether it is for carrying load, whether it is for traveling, whether it is for amusement, whether it is for usage in farm or to get their milk from draught animals. So it is our duty to take care of these animals. We need to take care of their nutrition, of their hygiene, of the place they are living in. If they are not well, we need to take them to a vet, which is a doctor, animals doctor. We should not drug them. We should not drug them. We should not give them unnecessary drugs for them to keep working for longer hours. Nowadays, as I told you, that horses are being used in mountains, and so that they do not get tired. The horses do not get tired and they keep on working. What do owners do? They drug these horses so that they don't feel tired and they can keep on going, keep on moving. This eventually deteriorates the health of horses and they die. They suffer from severe diseases and they die. So it is our duty to keep them healthy and to take care of their hygiene, of their nutrition, of their shelter, and we should not make them overwork. We should not overload them with work. We should not overload them with goods also. So animal help us in various ways. So it is our responsibility to look after them. We should give love and affection to animals. We should never overload any animal. We should not hurt them. Shelters of animals must be washed frequently. We should get them vaccinated in time, the way humans get vaccinated in time. We all have got vaccination for coronavirus also. So because we have to prevent these diseases. Similarly, animals need to be vaccinated from time to time so that they do not catch severe diseases, fatal diseases. Animals should be allowed to take sufficient rest. Now let's write what are public vehicles. Public vehicles are the vehicles which are being used by common people and they are not owned by any particular person. What is Tonga? Tonga is a vehicle drawn by horse. Now, travel and pay. So when we are using public transport and we are going from one place to another, why will anyone take us? Because we pay them. Yes. So when we are traveling from one place to another using a public transport, we have to pay and only then we can travel. How do we have to pay? We need to buy tickets for that for using that particular transport, and only then we can travel from one place to another. So if we are going by train, by metro train, by aeroplane, by railways, all these things, by buses, we need to buy a ticket from going from where we are boarding that particular transport to the place where we will deboard that particular transport. So we need to buy that ticket. So air tickets, rail tickets, we can now book online also. Previously, we used to go to the counter, the railway counter and the at the railway station and the airport. At the airport, we used to go and buy the tickets manually, but now we can do it online also. When we sit in buses, we take the bus ticket there and then only. If we are traveling by metro, we have to take a token or get a card made, metro card made, by which we can travel from one place to another, right? So either we pay by cash or we can use a debit card or a credit card. What is a debit and a credit card? It is actually a plastic card on which our details are being written, and we use these cards and make the payment online through our banks. So this is how we pay for using public transports. So let's read about it. We travel from one place to another. Whenever we travel, we make payment for our traveling expenses. We make payment for our travel with money. Okay, so it's not possible that we can give something to the travel agent or the company and they will let us travel. We need to pay in money only. We cannot pay them in kind. We cannot give them some goods in return if we want to travel. We need to pay money only. It can be in the form of currency notes. debit or credit cards or through online payment. To travel in a bus, plane, train or ship, we need to book our tickets before we travel. So we can book train tickets at the ticketing office or online on railway sites, and plane tickets are available at the airline offices or at airline sites. Now it is possible to book train, plane or ship tickets on the phone as well as through the internet. We pay these tickets using a credit card or a debit card also. When we book a ticket through the internet, we take a print out and use it as a ticket to travel. So if we are buying the ticket from the office directly, they give us a ticket, the hard copy of the ticket. But if we are booking it online, then we get a soft copy of the ticket. We need take the printout of that ticket and then we present it at airline or railways from whatever mode we are traveling and use that ticket. If we travel through public vehicles like rickshaw, taxi or auto rickshaw, we have to pay cash directly to the driver. So if we are using a small mode of vehicles, but those are also the public transport like auto rickshaw or bullock carts, all of these things, we don't need to pre-book the tickets. We pay in cash directly to the driver. Either we pay cash, and nowadays when the technology has been developed, everyone has their Paytm number. We can just Paytm them. Phone Pay, Paytm, Google Pay, anything. So through that we can do an online transfer. We do not have to buy a ticket to travel by rickshaw, taxi or auto rickshaw, right? Now what is a currency? Currency is the official money used in any country. So official money of any country is its currency. The money which is used in a country for buying things is called its currency. So for example, in India, whenever we have to buy something, we use Indian currency, that is Indian rupee. Different currencies are used in different countries. So every country has a different currency. They have different official money for that country, and they have different names also. The currency of India is rupee, Indian rupee, and this is the symbol of Indian rupee. So Hindi R with a line in between, and so this is a symbol of rupee. Okay, so these are the Indian coins and these are the notes which are being currently used as Indian currency. So currency is always in two types, either they are coins or they are paper notes. In earlier times, currency coins were made of gold, silver, copper, right? Now these are the common things that are printed on any Indian rupee, Indian note. So what are these things? The signature of the Governor of Reserve Bank of India. So here is the signature of Governor of Reserve Bank of India. Then the name of the Reserve Bank of India. Here, Bharatiya Reserve Bank or Reserve Bank of India. The portrait of Mahatma Gandhi ji and the lion capital, which is our national emblem. So national emblem is also printed on the rupee, and of course the denomination, that is it a 100 rupee note or a 500 rupee note or a 2000 rupee note, whatever it is. Now 2000 rupee note is no longer in use, so 50 or 500 or 100, it is also written over here. So these are the names of the different currencies being used in different countries. Currencies in our neighboring countries: Pakistan rupee, Bhutan Bhutanese gultram, Bangladesh taka, Sri Lanka Sri Lankan rupee, China yuan, Myanmar Burmese kyat. In Nepal, Indian rupee is being used. Currencies in the world: Japan yen, Thailand baht, UAE dirham, USA dollar, and Italy euro. So these are the different notes of different currencies used in different countries. Now these are the terms that we learnt today. Credit card, it is a plastic payment card that allows people to buy things on credit or borrow money from bank. Debit card, it is also known, it is also a plastic payment card and it allows to use in place of cash to buy things. So in credit card, what happens? It is also a plastic card, but our bank is paying on our behalf when we are buying things, and then later on we pay our bank back. But the debit card is we are paying money for ourselves, but not in cash. We are paying it through bank only. Okay. Chariot is a two-wheeled vehicle drawn by the horses. Currency is an official money of a country. Also remember that people use animals for their movement and goods. We can use public or private vehicles for travel. Animals like oxen, buffaloes and camels are used for farm work and they are called draught animals. We must take care of animals. We require money to travel from one place to another. The money which is used in a country for buying things is called currency. Different currency are used in different countries. The currency of India is a rupee, Indian rupee. Let's complete this exercise and see what have we learned today. Choose the correct option. So A is the currency symbol of India. Animals which are used to carry load are called pack animals. Taka is the currency of Bangladesh. Okay, I'll just confirm. So, Taka is the currency of Bangladesh. In earlier time, we used currency made of silver. The carts run by horses are called Tonga. Let's tick the correct option and cross out the wrong ones. Debit and credit cards are plastic payment cards. Correct. We only need coin to travel. No. Camels live without water for many days. Correct. We can book train tickets at airline office. No. If we travel through public vehicle like taxi, cab or a rickshaw, we have to pay cash. Correct. You have to answer the following questions in your notebook yourself. We can discuss over here in short. What is animal powered transport? The transport which are being drawn by animals like bullock carts, horse carts, camel carts, they are animal powered transport. What are pack animals? Animals used to carry load like horses, elephants, they are called pack animals. What is currency? Official money of any country is called currency. For example, in India, we use Indian rupee. What are the common things printed on Indian currency notes? There is a signature of governor of RBI. Then there is a picture of Mahatma Gandhi ji and a national emblem and also name of Reserve Bank of India and also the denomination of which that how much that particular note is of 100 or 50, it is also written over there. Now these are some fun based questions which you have to do yourself with your family, with your friends and have fun with the lesson. You have to make a wonderful project on why we need different currencies for different countries. Also mention how the value of a country's currency reflects status of economic growth. So for example, 1 Indian rupee is equal to 83 US dollars and that is a huge difference and it shows the economic growth of USA as compared to India. So you have to make a project on this thing. Now it's time for saving goal. What you can do is take a jar and you can just use it as your piggy bank and start collecting money. Make a goal that till this time I'm going to collect this much of these many coins of these many denominations. So if you meet your goal, just pat your back and you can give yourself a small pizza treat maybe. So you can just start saving money. Then you can make 3 jars. In those 3 jars, what you can do is you will put some money that you are going to spend. In one jar, you're going to put that money which you're going to save, and in one jar, just put that money which you're going to donate or give to someone needy. Alright. Now, there are four important things given over here which are written on Indian currency, on Indian rupee note. You have to write the importance of these, each one of these, that why are they written on Indian currency. So that's all for today in this chapter of Let's Travel. You keep learning, keep shining. Bye-bye.